day 4 of our Maine trip, and we're hiking Old Speck today. Just slathered on a bunch of bug spray. Just tired of being bug food for the past 2 days, getting eaten alive by black flies and mosquitoes. But we're going up there today. Andrew's just checking out the little trail register here. For once, we have a nice paved parking area to put our car, which has been a switch from the past few days. But we're gonna be over here doing Old Speck. So we are here, 1,500 feet, and then we got a whole bunch of elevation to gain on Old Speck right there. Yeah, that's I mean, it's gonna be about a 7.5 mile day, so we'll have fun with it, take our time and see how our legs feel. Actually, according to that sign, 7.6 miles exactly, so here we go. So there's a couple different trails you could take. We're just gonna stick with the Appalachian Trail. There's this eyebrow trail which kind of goes around and does this weird windy thing. But we're just gonna stick with the Old Speck Trail / Appalachian Trail. Seeing as it's the Appalachian Trail, we're expecting it to be a pretty damn good trail. And hopefully in no time we're up there. Let's see how our legs feel. I mean, this is 4th day in a row of hiking, so feeling pretty dead this morning, but we'll see how they react once we really start ascending. I'll probably be out of breath and pretty sore. First little stream crossing. We're only about a 1/10 of a mile in, and this is pretty easy, hoppable, just staying on the rocks. And go up over that bump there. Whoa! That rock totally moved. Totally moved. Okay. That's done. Yeah, so it's pretty much immediately just going right uphill. No warm up, no getting our legs loose, just going, and already feeling it. Day 4, our legs are just pretty spent, pretty useless at this point.
Make our way up.
And I get through these last 3.5 miles and die on the summit.
Or before.
Or before. There's always that possibility. Oh, every step is taxing.
This is about as slow as we ever started a hike.
Yeah.
Easily.
It's okay. Not taking any shame in it right now.
Listen, 45 minutes per mile still gets us up at noon, so.
Yeah. Which is doable.
That's one foot in front of the other. That's what I'm thinking. Just step by step. Because my legs just aren't moving at all.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
Man.
But here we go. Getting steep again. So this is gonna be a slow trek. Tell you what, coming down, I wouldn't mind one of those nice grassy ski trails like we had on Sugarloaf yesterday. That was simple as pie. There's a lot of mica in these rocks. It's if you don't know what that is, it's just this rock. It's almost like paper thin. You can literally just peel it. It just comes apart. And higher up we go, the more of it I'm finding out here.
Very interesting.
Yeah, definitely some interesting. I've seen it a little bit in the White Mountains, and I guess you could consider this pretty much an extension of that.
Oh, it does, for sure.
But similar terrain for sure. It's definitely some interesting stuff. But still kind of taking it slow. I'm not even looking up ahead of me at the trail. I just keep watching the ground. Do the next step. Do the next step. Do the next step, and just try to keep going. It is not easy the way we're both feeling today. As much as I think we've enjoyed this trip, we're also pretty relieved that this is the last day.
Who knows, actually.
Well, stream crossing number 2. Coming up here. Let's not slide down the wet rocks. I'm gonna kind of make my way over here. Andrew's just going. I'm taking a more cautious approach because I have shorter legs. Still going slow. I'd like to think we've gone about a mile. Almost, anyway. There should be a trail merging up here at some point. But that'll be a good landmark anyway. And we're about to cross another brook. So 2 real quick ones just like that, back to back. We got a little survey marker here on the trail just after that little stream crossing.
Kind of a random spot, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much Appalachian National Science or Scenic Trail. So
Do not disturb.
I can see the little AT logo.
Yeah.
And an arrow. AT. Cheesy. Still walking, but got a few little lookouts over these rock outcrops over here. It's pretty much just part of the trail, but it's nice to have the trees clearing out a little bit, I guess. Oh. Hey, this is making kind of a weird loop. Is that the mountain up over there? This is not like a direct shot at all. It's just going up and around this whole thing. So we're gonna be kind of doing a little 180 there and going up over there. But it looks like, if anything, it's gonna be a little more relenting. So hopefully we can maybe gain a little speed going up. We've been hiking just dreadfully slow right now. Well, coming up where the Eyebrow Trail meets up with this one on the Appalachian Trail. So probably 2.5, maybe a little more to the summit. Is that about right?
It's 2.5 to that junction and then 0.3.
Yeah, so we got about a mile then.
We did a mile up there.
All right. Onward. So, kind of just looking at the trail and how it's set up, or at least on the way to Old Speck, there's like a few distinct bumps in the contours, followed by flats, or at least relative flats. But I guess you can just imagine like an enormous staircase, and that's kind of how the contours are set up, because this trail winds through everything, I think, to try to make it a little more forgiving. But I think we're coming up to the top of that first quote-unquote bump, I guess. Hopefully right at the top of this little pitch here. Man, am I tired. We are on a little plateau right now. So just trying to make up a little bit of time, but picking up the pace, but what's the hurry, I guess. But it is kind of nice to just not feel that constant burning for a few minutes. Oh. Well, if you can't tell by the heavily labored breathing, we're starting to ascend again. Getting up to this second bump before it looks like it's going to plateau out again for a little bit.
Climbing 4 days straight, bad idea.
Yeah. If my legs could, they would give me the middle finger right about now.
It wasn't really that smart, but what has been this week?
No, smart kind of went out the window on day one.
Oh, bad.
Yeah,
On Red Moose Lane.
Red Moose Lane pretty much immediately went out the window.
Not a good week, but also unlucky.
This is true.
I made the best of it, but wow.
4 days, and this is going to be
Weird.
6 mountains of just a, I don't know how else to put it, interesting trip. Kind of plateaued out again after this second little bump. I could see just through the trees there the summit. It's still quite a ways off. I mean, still got another like 2 miles, but making progress. Every flat section is just such a nice break, and you go up again, and it's like pace slows dramatically at that point. So we're you know, surprisingly, we really haven't stopped.
On the way up we did.
For like a second to take pictures of that water, but no like prolonged breaks, so keep going. Well, I just took a minute here to smash down a water. Got a decent little vantage point here of what we're gonna be heading to. Up through those trees there. That is the summit. So
general direction of the summit.
yeah. So I mean, what it looks like the land is doing is we're gonna actually take a little bit of a drop here, and before we get up there, so it's gonna kind of lose a little elevation, which is mildly annoying to me, but that just is what it is. Got the White Mountains over there though. Cool little outcrop. And then, where's that little AT trail? Right here. You got another one of these. So yeah, give it another couple minutes and then get back going again. All things considered, I think we're doing okay. Well, this trail's starting to take a little bit of a dip here, which I kind of hate, but basically it looks like it's just going down a bump or into a little valley here and then pretty much straight up to the summit. So probably have about maybe a little over a mile and a half left to go, I would estimate. It's just an estimate, don't know for sure. Haven't been any signs for a while, so. Behold, garbage. Garbage that somebody left on the Appalachian Trail. Most people are what you like to call assholes. So.
Or Googans.
Googans is better. But we're gonna clean up after them. So I'm just gonna throw that in the back of my pack and toss it out. Have some respect for the woods. Well, after that little dip, we just went up pretty solid about a quarter of a mile there, and we're that's the summit, so we're getting much closer now. And basically we're just gonna follow, looks like this ridge line until you get to the top, and it looks like it's pretty gentle. So hopefully, fingers crossed, unless the trail does something incredibly weird.
I think it might dip.
Probably will a little bit, but all right, I'm gonna throw that empty Gatorade bottle in my pack now and crush another water. Somebody's closer. Now let's coming right down to it. I mean, we're sitting here right in front of this big hunk of earth, so I'm so fried. Can't wait to be up there though. Gotta get up over this bump, and then that ridge line should take us pretty much there. So we're coming around to the side of that ridge now, so we should round this corner and go right up it. Not that I'm trying to point that directly into the sun, but this looks like the worst of what's left right here, at least.
I think so.
Judging by the layout of the land, so here we go. Gotta love it up here. Coming up on a sign Andrew said for 0.3 miles to go, so he's just right around the corner there, but can't wait to get up in that fire tower. Oh, what a day. Saved the best day for last for sure. Can't beat that. Today on The Price is Right, we have Old Speck Mountain in 0.3 miles that direction.
Showcase number 1 or showcase number 2 with Speck Pond Campsite 1.1 that way.
I think I'm gonna take.
Now.
I think I want to take, you know, showcase number 1.
No-brainer.
Yeah, it's no brainer right there. It's like, do you want the one with the car, or do you want the one with like the, the gazebo in the backyard and a trip to like Helena, Montana?
I'm sure, Tara, you're not convincing me right now.
Yeah, no, it's like I'll take the car.
I don't know what Bob Barker's doing. He's like 100 now.
It's 100 years old.
I didn't hear anything about him dying though. So.
No. Probably just sitting there in a old folks home for rich game show hosts that are retired.
I didn't talk about that one time he beat up Rabbit Samurai.
They did another little spoof of that. It's him in the hospital. And he kicked his ass again. Here we come. On the summit of Old Speck. At the fire tower. Last peak of the trip. That's awesome.
11.
Nice. 2.5 hours.
Nah, we didn't get going until like 8:50.
So, all right, yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes, which actually got it faster than I thought we'd be up here. So, 11 o'clock, 2 hours, 10 minutes. Probably get down just about the same. So, we're gonna stay up here and enjoy this for a little bit. It's actually kind of quite a bit of garbage up here. There's broken glass, bottles. I saw a couple wrappers. I'm gonna try to clean some of this up.
Appalachian Trail though.
Before we get out of here.
It's like a super highway of trails.
I know. Yeah. A little disappointed with all the garbage I'm seeing up here though. Bunch of pigs. Alright, let's go check out the fire tower. Time to go up to the top of the fire tower. And the three hand, using only 3 limbs. Only a little bit more to go. Well, this is cool already. A few more rungs to go, but a few more rungs should make all the difference in the view here. See over the top of all this stuff. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is awesome. They like locked this gate for some reason. That is awesome. That is just how I wanted to end this trip. Just looking around here from the fire tower. See the Sunday River ski area right there. That was a fun place to go in the winter. Zoom out from there. Go a little bit to the right and looking towards the presidential range in the White Mountains. So there's Big Mount Washington. And then if I come all the way over here, looking out in that direction is where we've been hiking the past few days. So it's a nice clear day. Well, we spent a good amount of time up here, and now we're just gonna head out. Old Speck, it's been nice. Fire tower was cool. And what time you got?
7:45. So we spent like a good 35 minutes up here.
Yeah.
35, 40 minutes.
Yeah, spent a little over a half hour on the summit.
Which is about the equivalent time that we spent on every summit this week.
I know. Last day, might as well make it count.
Saddleback Horn, we spent 30 seconds on that peak.
Yeah. I do recall swearing a lot on that mountain.
Get me off this thing.
Alright. So, we're going to start making our way down now and
Enjoy the rest of your day.
back out of here. Take care, guys.
Hey, nice chatting with you. Hike safe. Good luck on your quest.
Thank you very much. Well, we've started going down, probably gone a little over a mile at this point, but kind of descending these bumps along the ridge line, and the worst is over on our legs. Now just getting out of here, and I am spent at this point, ready to be finished. So, gonna keep on walking and get out of here. Well, we're almost done. 1 mile to go. Now we're back to the road. I don't think we're gonna go down the eyebrow. We're just gonna go back the way we came, which is that way. But if you ever want to do something different, eyebrow trail's right over there. It's not like it adds a whole lot more. But yeah, we're tired. It's an understatement.
Could be worse. I just don't feel like that.
Yeah. Alright. We'll see you at the parking lot. Ah man, we're almost out. I can actually hear the cars driving by on the road. But it's been honestly, if my legs weren't so tired from the last 3 days, pretty easy day. So another few minutes and we're done. Alright, so we're gonna do our summary of Old Speck now, as we are leaving the trailhead. Well, all things considered, I mean, Old Speck's
An easy day.
yeah, easy climb. If our legs weren't, you know, so tired when we first started there, honestly, I'd say this is probably a 3 or a 4 as far as our difficulty scale goes. I mean, basically you're following a ridge line. Once you get up there, you can see the whole hike in front of you, but it's not a very direct route.
Yeah, the route really goes back and forth a lot, kind of switchbacks, but it makes it a little bit easier to climb that way at least.
Yeah, so I mean, you go over a few bumps, you plateau, you go over another one, you plateau, and you do that for most of the hike. So
Make progress.
yeah, and no overly difficult stream crossings. I mean, you had a couple small ones, but they weren't tough at all.
Nothing really difficult about this climb.
No, nothing difficult at all. Bugs again, they were out.
Oh yeah.
I had my bug spray on that pretty much kept them off of me for most of the day. But then as far as the views go, I mean, you get up to the fire tower and it's spectacular. I mean, on the ground, I'd say it's, you know, a 5.
Yeah.
You get up to the fire tower up there, it's you're looking at about a 9 or a 10. I mean, it was awesome. You can see clear to the White Mountains. I mean, you're not that far away, granted, but you see the Sunday River ski area. You can see as far as where we were yesterday in the Carabasset Valley. So I mean, 360-degree views up there. So I guess it just depends on whether or not you want to venture up the fire tower or not. I mean, we'll go in between then. We'll say it's a 7. But we're done for our Maine trip for now, so we'll be back sometime in the future. Yeah, get the rest of them done, hopefully after they've made some improvements on their roadways. But it was a fun 4 days. We got 6 mountains in, and now my legs need a rest, need a little hiatus. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you probably on Allen Mountain in like a month.